20 destinations to travel in 2025. Hello friends! In this video, I am going to show you the best 20 destinations you should visit in 2025. 1. Greenland. About 80% of the territory is covered by ice, making it the second largest ice reserve on the planet, after Antarctica. The best time to visit Greenland is in summer, as temperatures are warmer, and this is also when more flights are available. Summer runs from June to August, and temperatures are not as cold as the rest of the year. These are some ideas of tourist attractions that you can visit in Greenland. 1. The frozen fjord of Ilulissat. Did you know that in 2004 it was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO? To get there, you can go to the city of Ilulissat and take a boat tour. Ilulissat is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Greenland due to its proximity to the picturesque Ilulissat Fjord. Currently, tourism is the main industry of the town. 2. The stunning Northern Lights. The best months to see the Northern Lights in Greenland are late August to late April. Places where you can see the Northern Lights. You can see the Northern Lights in Nuuk, Kangerlussuaq, Disko Bay, East Greenland, and South Greenland. 3. National Museum of Greenland. The museum has many artifacts related to archaeology, history, art, and crafts. Plus it has information about ruins, tombs, buildings, etc. 4. Another interesting idea is to visit Sisimiut, the second largest city in Greenland. And it has a large museum that you can access through an imposing whalebone arch. Inside Sisimiut, you can visit the Artisans Cooperative and acquire impressive handicrafts. Paris, France. Paris, the capital of France, is one of the most important cities in Europe and the world's center of art, fashion, gastronomy, and culture. Paris has a continental climate characterized by hot, sweltering summers and cold winters. The best time to visit Paris is in spring and autumn, as there are fewer tourists and the weather is more pleasant. What to do in Paris? Here are some ideas for your trip. A visit to the Eiffel Tower. This monument, which is on the list of the most famous in the world, is one of the must-sees when you visit Paris. You can access the top on foot or by elevator and contemplate a breathtaking view of the monuments of Paris. On each floor, you can stop to enjoy the views, walk on the glass floor, enjoy French cuisine, or discover an exhibition about the Iron Lady. An idea or tip. To avoid long lines, it is recommended to book the Eiffel Tower ticket in advance. Another attraction of the city is the Louvre Museum. Inaugurated at the end of the 18th century, the Louvre Museum is the most important museum in France and one of the most visited in the world. It currently receives more than 8 million visitors each year. The Louvre Museum is housed in the Louvre Palace. The Louvre's collection comprises nearly 300,000 pre-1948 works, of which approximately 35,000 are on display. Among the most important paintings in the museum, you can see some outstanding ones such as the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, Liberty Leading the People by Delacroix, and The Wedding at Cana by Veronese. How about recreating your senses when taking a walk on the Seine River? The city of Paris was built around the Seine River. You will be able to enjoy the view of historical monuments. In fact, the Seine River has been classified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And before you end your trip to Paris, don't forget to visit the Latin Quarter, also known as the Fifth Arrondissement. The picturesque Latin Quarter is home to the Sorbonne University and has cafes full of students. It is also known for its bookstores, including the famous Shakespeare and Company. Family-friendly attractions include the Desplantes Botanical Garden and the National Museum of Natural History. Morocco. Morocco is a North African country bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, and is distinguished by Berber, Arab, and European cultural influences. Its capital is Rabat, and Casablanca is its most economically important city. The climate is typical of the Mediterranean, ranging from 12 degrees Celsius in winter to 25 degrees Celsius in summer. What places you can visit? Marrakesh, located in the center of Morocco. It is a city full of charming and bustling, full of stories and impressive architecture. In the city, you can enjoy the souks of Marrakesh, where you can find everything from spices and textiles to jewelry and hand-painted ceramics. Ideal to take home a souvenir of your vacation in that city. Essaouira, the beautiful city of wind, is the most popular coastal destination among independent travelers. Merzouga, the grandiose desert of Erg Chabi, it is the pearl of the Moroccan desert, a real jewel very popular with tourists from all over the world. Merzouga is a small town in the southeast of Morocco. It is known worldwide for its beautiful landscapes and the immensity of its dunes where you can lose your sight. Moroccan Switzerland. Ifrane is located in the Middle Atlas Mountains at 1,713 meters above sea level. It is an excellent starting point for numerous excursions, especially to the ski resort of Mistschliffen or its surroundings. Thailand. Thailand is a country in Southeast Asia. It is famous for its tropical beaches, opulent royal palaces, ancient ruins, and temples adorned with Buddha figures. Its capital is Bangkok, which has a tropical climate with an average temperature of 29 degrees throughout the year. What to see or do in Thailand? Apart from the many temples that Thailand has, here are some other tourist attractions that you can visit when traveling to that country. Chatuchak Weekend Market is the largest market in Thailand and one of the best known in the world. This market has about 15,000 stalls, and more than 200,000 people visit it every day. One of the reasons why it is very famous is because you can get the best prices in Bangkok, and in fact, if you like to haggle prices, it is your chance to do it in this market. If you like adventures in the sea and enjoying the beach, you have arrived at the right place. Enjoy a walk through the 7 islands of Krabi. For this, you must book a tour that lasts one day, where you can walk through the 7 main islands of Krabi and enjoy food, beautiful sunset, enchanting landscapes, diving, and other entertainment. Similon Islands. Did you know that the Similon Islands are among the top 10 diving areas in the world? If you like diving, then an excellent idea would be to visit this diving paradise and explore its seabed, where you can find spectacular corals that you will not be able to see again in few places in the world, as well as huge rocks that are scattered along the coast of Phuket. It is the most popular tourist island, Bangkok. It is about 50 kilometers long, making it the largest island in Thailand and also its main sun and beach tourist destination. It has luxurious resorts, charming hotels, endless restaurants, as well as its nightlife offer tourists enough attractions to spend an unforgettable vacation. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a Caribbean country that shares the island of Hispaniola with Haiti to the west. It is known for its beaches, resorts, and golf areas. Its terrain includes tropical forests, savanna, and highlands, including Pico Duarte, the highest mountain in the Caribbean. It is located in the tropical zone and has a warm, humid, and pleasant climate for most of the year. Temperatures on the island are stable and remain high throughout the year. The average annual temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius and can reach 32 degrees Celsius in summer. What places to visit if you're going to travel to the Dominican Republic? Check out these ideas. Attractions you can visit. You can stay in one of the country's hotel complexes in both Bavaro or Punta Cana, where you can enjoy its beautiful white sand beaches and turquoise water. In one place, you can enjoy the exquisite food offered by the hotel or visit one of its restaurants and order your favorite dish. At night, you can entertain yourself with the different shows offered by the hotels. But you can also visit other places such as the Colonial Zone, which is located in the city of Santo Domingo, the capital of the country. In addition, this area has been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. What can you find in this place? Here are some ideas for your trip to Santo Domingo. You can stay in some of the hotels or hostels in the area, and you'll have everything in one place. You can visit museums such as the Amber Museum, Larimar Museum, the Museum of the Royal Houses, the National Pantheon, among others. There are several restaurants in the area, as well as many fast food or street food stalls. You can buy handicrafts to give away and enjoy the different outdoor activities that the area offers. Las Terrenas Samama is a charming place in the Dominican Republic. Be sure to visit it. You can stay in one of the hotels in the area and enjoy the beach, the food, and its beautiful landscapes. A visit to Saona Island is a day trip that you can purchase by buying a package from the hotel you are staying at or from an agency that offers the excursion. But you will live an unforgettable experience. Los 3 Ojos Park is a 50-yard long open-air limestone cave located in Mirador del Este Park in the municipality of Santo Domingo Este, Dominican Republic. A series of 3 lakes or eyes. The site is currently one of the most visited tourist attractions in the country. Florida is the most southeastern state in the United States, with the Atlantic on one side and the Gulf of Mexico on the other. It has hundreds of miles of beaches. Average daily temperatures range from a low of 14 degrees Celsius in January to a high of 30 degrees Celsius in August. Here are some Florida travel ideas when planning your next vacation. These are some places you can visit. How about taking the time to get to know the city of Miami, where you can visit its malls, beaches, restaurants, and other places of leisure. You can also take a walking and gastronomic tour in Little Havana. Kennedy Space Center, you'll find some of the most legendary and milestone space rockets in the history of humanity, such as Apollo 8 and its launch room, the Space Shuttle Atlantis or the Hubble Space Telescope, as well as astronaut suits, lunar vehicles, or launch simulators. Walt Disney World in Orlando, just a 3-hour drive from Miami and considered the largest and most famous theme park complex in the world, is another of the best things to do in Florida. Of course, to save you long lines, we suggest buying the passes in advance on some trusted websites. Cocoa Beach has incredible ocean views, river canals reminiscent of Venice, the mansions of millionaires in Palm Beach, and beaches like Juno Beach and Vero Beach, where you can swim and surf.